All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Devil's Den Hockey. And today we just got finished watching the afternoon game because, God forbid, we try to compete with the Super Bowl. Devils win 4-0, shutting out the Montreal Canadiens and setting a new, I don't think it's even a franchise record. It is a NHL record of 10 straight wins against the same opponent in their building. That's right, the New Jersey Devils have defeated the Montreal Canadiens in the Bell Center for the 10th straight time in a row. We are the only franchise in the history of the NHL to hate an opponent so much that we go into their building on their home turf and keep kicking in their teeth. So, let's go over the game because it is a good game. Jake Allen gets a shutout. Most of the video is going to be about Jake Allen, but we're going to save that to the end. So let's jump right on into it. So, first period, Jesper Bratt lights the lamp for New Jersey's first goal of the game at 13 minutes and 43 seconds, scoring his 17th goal of the game, assisted by Tomas Tatar and Dougie Hamilton. Tatar having his 8th assist and Hamilton having his 28th assist of the year. This goal by itself, I understand that it's a Jesper Bratt goal, and I'm not trying to take credit away from him, but that goal does not happen if the fourth line does not fight like hell to keep that puck in until the first line guys can get their butts on the ice, and Bratt ends up doing so. They keep it, they cycle it around the net, Tatar's got it behind Montembeault, passes it out front, and Jesper Bratt with the one-timer makes it 1-0 in the first period. And honestly, that's going to be it for the first period. It's a very sort of back and forth game, but the Devils come out of the first period with a 1-0 lead. The shots by the end of the first period are Devils 9, Canadiens 8. So you know what? A lot better on the shots in the first period. And that's a criticism I've had of the Devils for the last couple of games, is the fact that they don't come out of the gate and they don't get shots on net. So the last couple of games, you're seeing maybe 3 to 5 shots on net for the Devils. They only end up having like 15 shots total for the entire game. This time, they come out and had almost the same amount of shots in one period than they did in almost 2.5 periods against Vegas. So credit where credit's due to the Devils. The Devils finished the first period 1-0. So we move on to the second period. And Paul Cotter scores at 12:44 on the clock, getting his 13th goal, assisted from Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes. So Bratt getting a 2-point game, and Cotter's goal is absolutely phenomenal because not only does Jack Hughes, who gets the assist there, not only does he have his back cross-checked into, he's basically laying on his stomach as he puts the pass over to Cotter, and Cotter has the puck in front of Montembeault, gets a cross-check of his own to the back, he's laying on his stomach like Jack Hughes, and just smacks it with the back of his stick, and ends up putting it behind Montembeault, and the Devils are up 2-0. And that's basically how it's going to end for the second period. Again, this game was very back and forth, but that second period, the Canadiens came out on fire. The Devils in the second period only had 6 shots on net, whereas the Canadiens had 14. Jake Allen and the defense, in terms of blocking shots, clearing pucks, had their work cut out for them, but they managed to hold on to the lead, and it's 2-0 going into the third period. So this is definitely a period where the Canadiens are having to come out with full force, and they end up, the Devils D and Jake Allen, who played a fantastic game, holds the lead for the Devils. So we move into the third period, and this is where things tend to get a little bit more exciting. So Jack Hughes, at 1:53 in the third period, scores his 24th goal, assisted by Brett Pesce. And Brett Pesce gets his 10th assist of the year. Now remember, Brett Pesce didn't start out the year with the rest of the team. He's sort of only been with them the last, I'd say, 20 to 25 games. And having a defenseman who's normally a defensive defenseman have like 10 assists in 20 or 30 games, that's not bad. I'll take that, you know? The Devils go up 3-0 in the third period, but it doesn't stop there. The Devils follow that up with Luke Hughes scoring about 9 minutes later at 10:09 on the clock, and Luke Hughes gets an absolute bomb from the point, a one-time slap shot which beats Montembeault on the far side. What looks like a pass from behind the net, I think we were trying to put it to Jack, but I'm not 100% sure. It comes back to the point, Luke picks it up and just bombs it into the net. That's his 5th goal of the year. That goal is assisted by Timo Meier for his 23rd of the year and Dawson Mercer for his 12th assist of the year. And that's basically where we're going to leave it. Devils end up winning 4-0. Canadians don't end up pulling their goalie because what are you going to do when it's 4-0? The third period, the Devils ended up having 7 shots and the Canadians ended up having 12. There was a little bit of a scary moment in the third period where I can't remember which player it was for the Canadians, but they come in, they're rushing down the ice. I think it was Luke Hughes who pulls the Canadian guy down, and I swear to God, like 15.9 seconds left in the third period, pulls the Canadian down, and he goes into Allen and he crashes right into him. I can't tell if the skate comes up and like hits him in the side of the head or what's going on, but Jake Allen goes down. And he stays down for at least a minute or two. And I'm starting to panic. Oh my God, are we about to lose another goalie? Are we about to go down Markstrom and no Allen and have to rely on Dawes to just pull us through? Now, granted, thank God we have the Four Nations tournament break coming up now, but I saw the Devils season flash before my eyes when I saw Jake Allen go down. And I was like, okay, thank God, he's all right. He ends up being all right. He gets back in. Montreal gets a penalty shot. 15.9 seconds left. He skates in, about to ruin Jake Allen's shutout chances, but no, sir. Jake Allen shuts the door on the Montreal Canadiens rookie, and the game ends 4-0. Shutout for Allen. 2 points for Bratt. 2 points for Hughes. Meier gets a point, Luke gets a goal, Cotter gets a goal, and the Devils win it. And it was a nice change of pace from the Vegas game because we got our shit kicked in the Vegas game. There was literally nothing good about that game. There just wasn't. And this game, being able to see the offense come alive again is fantastic. Seeing the fourth line contribute to a goal, great to see. The fact that Cotter is igniting his goal spark, great to see. And of course, Jack and Jesper doing what they always do. Nice to see Meier contributing with an assist. Nice to see Hamilton getting a goal. And it's great to see New Jersey goaltending being a rock solid wall against the opponents. We're gonna talk a little bit about Jake Allen in a second, but first, here's some interesting things that I noticed about the game, okay? So, just a couple, and I found this was interesting, because while the Devils won 4-0, and while it was a shutout, you must have thought, damn, Montreal didn't have anything going. They did, though, okay? So, interesting thing. So, the Canadiens actually outshot the Devils 34-22, having 12 more shots on net than the Devils, okay? The Canadiens won 61% of faceoffs without Nico Hischier in the lineup and a third-line center in Holla, and that's basically our faceoff people. Our faceoffs have been shit, which means 61% of the time Canadians getting possession of the puck, and we got a shutout. They outshot us, and we got a shutout. The Devils went 0 for 2 on the power play, but went 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. So special teams, big part of tonight's win, especially in the penalty kill department. Power play, I mean, all our goals were even strength, which is interesting because a lot of our goals this year have been special teams. So interesting to see that come out. The Devils got 20 hits in this game. Now, I know that Fitzgerald has made changes in the offseason to make the Devils more of a heavy-hitting team, but I don't remember the last time the Devils had like 20, 25, 30 hits in a game, and they do. But the weird thing is the Montreal Canadiens actually out-hit us. So New Jersey had 20 hits. The Canadiens had 26 hits that game. So I was a little bit shocked by that because you don't really look at the Canadiens and go, yeah, that's a heavy-hitting team. And the stat I think that shocked me the most, given that it was a 4-0 win, the Devils had 18 giveaways. 18 giveaways in a game where you win 4-0, can you look at a team and you hear 18 giveaways, didn't score in the power play, got outshot, got out hit, got killed in the faceoff department, but won the game 4-0 in a shutout? This is why I don't rely too much on the analytic part of the game, but I'm like, you know what? These are interesting points about the game, so I thought I'd mention them. Now, let's move on to the main point of the video. The Devils have the best goalie tandem in the NHL, bar none, and it's not close, okay? With Markstrom gone, Jake Allen has been absolutely phenomenal. I will not hear a word against Jake Allen right now. I know that he's played like 20 games this season, and he's only won 8. But interesting thing about Allen, almost half the games that he's won have been shutouts, where he's facing 30-plus shots a night. Here's an interesting fact for you. Jake Allen in his last 5 games, including today's game, has a 2.0 goals against average, a .931 save percentage, has faced 150 shots against, has had 2 shutouts in his last 5 games, and is facing 30 shots a game. If this was any other goaltender posting 2 shutouts in 5 games with a .931 save percentage and 2 goals against every game, we'd be like, holy shit, maybe we should talk Vezina. And obviously, Jake Allen is not going to win a Vezina. Obviously. I'm just saying that the stint that he has pulled out of his derriere while Markstrom's been injured, holding down the fort, if I see anyone criticizing our goaltenders, I'm going to snap. And you know what? The games where he's allowing, like, 4 goals here, 3 goals here, go back and watch those goals. We got killed against Vegas, right? Go back and look at the goals, and I dare someone to blame those goals on Allen. There's maybe one where it's his fault. One is a cross-creaser. One is our own guy puts it in the back of the net. But Allen has been so sturdy in front, in the back of this team. He's been so reliable, and he has to make incredible cross-crease saves. He has to make breakaways. He's having to take slap shots from like 10 feet in front of him, and he keeps coming up with the puck every single time. Like, it's crazy how underappreciated Jake Allen is. And I want that to be clear. I think that Jake Allen is probably one of the most underrated goaltenders in the league right now. He's so good, but because he's in a backup role, no one gives him credit where credit is due. Because he's playing behind Markstrom, nobody gives him credit. Because for most of his career, he has been a backup goalie, no one gives him the credit that he deserves. And I'm so glad to watch his performance while Markstrom has been out, posting .931 save percentages over 5 games. That is incredible. And I genuinely hope that the rest of the New Jersey Devils fandom is able to, like, give this man the appreciation that he deserves. Because he truly is right now an unsung hero. Because everyone likes to focus on Jack or Bratt or Meyer or Hamilton or, you know, all of our very flashy players. But I feel like goaltenders never get the credit that they deserve. And I think it's about time that Jake especially starts getting a little bit of love from the Devils fandom, because he's been great. He's been fantastic. He's been great. Other than that, I don't really have much to say. We are going to be on a break with the Four Nations tournament coming up. I don't know when our next game is. I'll have to check that out. But until then, I think for now, I'll just say adios. And I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.